Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we're going to buy the Super Kickoff Bundle and Psychosid, and we're also going to buy the Void Boost. Not necessarily in that order, actually the exact opposite order of what I just said. So the Void Boost is going to give us 2,400 credits for £7.39, which is really good, because 2,600 credits normally cost £14.80 something? £14.89. So basically, you are almost getting the credits for half price. It also gives you 2 Void equipments, and it's going to give you 7,000 super coins as well. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that, and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, here we are. There is our Void Boost. And once we get to the next stage, which is Ignition, we should also be able to get a new Ignition Boost Plus. So next up, we're going to go ahead and grab this. It's going to give us 12 of the following. So it's an 80% chance of Voids, but we do have a 1% chance of Adventurer. It is going to contain 12 Fearless tokens, and it's also going to contain the brand new Chat Flare. And of course, in celebration of Season 12, it's going to give you 112 credits and 1,112 super coins. So I'm going to buy that. And here we are. There is the Super Kickoff Bundle. Oh, and we're starting with Bray Wyatt of Void, and we're getting an Ignition card next. Very cool. The Ignition card is Dion Lennox. We get the 12 Fearless tokens. Oh, we're getting a prize card as well. Get a Montez Ford, the Thunderbolt theme. And we got a prize of the British Bulldog. There he is. It's quite ridiculous. We got the Jacob Fatu. We got an Ignition, Kurt Angle, the Olympian himself. Eric Rowan, Tongaloa, JC Mateo. Oh, the King of Kings himself, Triple H. Anyone that knows of Big Ol' Grand Cat knows that I am indeed a fan of Triple H. He is my favourite wrestler. 1,112 super coins, Roxanne Perez, Talatonga, and 112 credits. And that's going to give us quite a bit of experience as well, which is going to be a level up for us. And we'll get that in just a second. We're going to lock down British Bulldog, Triple H, Kurt Angle, and Dion Lennox. I think we're going to leave some of these. And of course, new card discovered. There was a few new cards discovered. Let's see here. This is 2,500, 20% chance. You can get it more than once. Oh, you can get it 5 times. Interesting. Oh, and we're getting a Void Manager. And we got Sensational Sherry. We'll lock that down for just now. So it gives you 12 Nikki Bella tokens. If we get to 75, we can get ourselves a guaranteed adventurer card. If we get to 100, we can get the Nikki Bella, but I'm actually more interested in the adventure cards than I am in the Nikki Bella, because the adventure cards are significantly stronger. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and buy another one of these. I didn't realise. We might even buy all 5. Let's buy the second one and see what happens. Okay, we've bought a second one of them. We're starting off with the Void Corey Graves. The super coins, of course. Oh, Uncle Howdy. That one's pretty cool. We get an Ignition Eddie Guerrero. An Ignition Kevin Nash. That Diesel was pretty cool, actually. 112 super coins, or credits even. Okay, so that one we didn't get any of the prize cards. It did still level us up to level 15, which is good. And level 15 is Ignition tier, so we have leveled up to the next tier, which is what I wanted. There we go, we've managed to get up to Ignition tier. And the Seth Rollins is a pro. So that might be worthwhile. Let's go ahead and claim our rewards. Sorry, not those ones. So we've got the Becky Lynch Void card. Oh, that's very interesting. There you've got the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So that's awesome. Supercard wasn't acknowledging that beforehand. And now we get a guaranteed Ignition card, of which we're getting the American Badass, or should I say the American Dad-ass, Old Man Undertaker. That is very, very cool. I think that's taken from one of his podcasts, that outfit. It's certainly not an outfit that he's worn to the ring, and it's very, very cool to see the Undertaker is still relevant today, and even though he is no longer ring ready, but it's very, very cool to see one of my favourites growing up, The Undertaker. I think one of everyone's favourites, if we're being honest. So that is very, very cool. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to take a look at the backstage stuff and let's see what is in there. We've already, in the live stream, we got the backstage Ricky Saints. We got number 852 of him. He costs 5,000 super coins, and he's a limited edition Ignition card. But we're going to see what else is there, and see if there's anything that we might think is interesting. So here we are in the backstage, the Premier Backstage Access. So we've got some NXT cards that are voids. So I kind of want to stay away from the void cards. I'm not that bothered about getting voids. These ones are only 2,000 super coins each. We've got 22,000 super coins saved up. There is the Saturday Night Main Event Randy Savage. That's a void card. He only costs 1,000. That would be an easy pro to make. There's also the void Chelsea Green and the Ignition backstage pass of British Bulldog, which costs 2,000. But Ignition is a tier higher, so it should be slightly stronger. We've got the Ignition Tiffy Time, Tiffany Stratton as well. Then we've got the prize card of Papa Shango. And we've got the prize of Jade Cargill as well. Those cost 3,000 super coins each. We can also get a random void card for 300. We can get a random Ignition card for 1,500. And we can get a random prize card for 3,000. And there's a backstage announcer pack for Joe, which is 500. We've got the attitude pack for Ethan Page. And then we've got the card back and the, what's this called? The avatar, the card back for Backstage Pass as well. So I'm interested in the prize cards. I think I might go for the pro of the Saturday Night Main Event, Jade Cargill. That would be 6,000. And I think we might just go for the pro of the Papa Shango as well. There's no adventurer cards, of course, but that would be 12,000 super coins. We also used 5,000 super coins beforehand. I'm wondering if I should keep some of the super coins for when Survivor Series happens. But I think when Survivor Series happens, the Survivor Series cards will probably be prize cards and not adventurer cards. So I think I'm safe to grab these for just now. So let's go ahead and grab 2 of Jade Cargill and 2 of Papa Shango. So I was about to just go back into W Supercard there, but I was taking a look at the limited offers, and I saw this Super Kickoff bundle. There's 5 available in stock. It gives you 12 superstars between Void and Adventurer, 112 credits, 1,112 super coins, 12 Fearless tokens. I was thinking, is this not exactly what you get from the pack that's in W Supercard? But this one costs $7.99. I think the other one is $7.39. But this also gives 400 Backstage tokens as well. So if you do need some Backstage tokens, maybe paying the extra 60 or so pence isn't such a bad idea just to get the 400 Backstage tokens. But I mean, it depends on how many super coins or how many Backstage tokens you need and whether this is helpful to you. So now let's get back into the game. And we are now back, so hopefully we should have these two. There we are, the two Backstage Pass Jade Cargos and the two Backstage Pass Papa Shango. So it gives you 300 super coins. And there is our Saturday night main event Jade Cargo as well. And the pro of her is going to be absolutely huge. That also gives us 3,000 experience. And we should get 3,000 from each one of these. Oh, we're also at 16,600 cards discovered. There is our pro of Jade Cargo. And there is our Papa Shango, which looks like he's holding some version of the Necronomicon. Or, if it is the food version, it is the Necronomicon. And that is enough for us to level up. And that's going to give us another reward. We're going to lock down that Papa Shango. And let's go ahead and get the second one. There he is. And that is going to be a pretty cool pro. And let's go ahead and claim our little reward here, which is going to give us an ignition ladder. We're going to lock that down. We've got a whole load of cards that we need to now train up, which is excellent. It's very, very nice. And what is the next thing we're going to do? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our draft board here. And we should, our first reset should be an ignition card. There it is. And our ignition card is going to be the bad guy, Razor Ramon. That is Scott Hall. You all know who I am. You don't know why I'm here. People ask how you doing. I say better than you, Chico. So that is a very, very cool ignition card to pull there to get Scott Hall. Oh, we just pulled a, I think that was a Void Manager. We need to take a look at that. It's Brandy Rhodes. That's very, very cool. I didn't recognize her immediately because we only saw her for a split second. But there we are. That is very, very awesome. And we're not dusting these cards yet because we've got so many cards that we need to train up that we need to work on. Let's see what other images we have for the bad guy, Razor Ramon. Now, that's interesting. That looks like two different images there. As are here. That's the one we're going with. Him with the Intercontinental Championship, I think, is the one that we want to go for. Let's take a quick look at the Undertakers. I really like that version of the Undertaker, the new version of him. So I want to see what the limited edition Undertaker looked like on there. Maybe Zombie Taker. But I think the one that I'm going to go with is this one. I think that is the nicest one currently for the current version of Taker. That might be the best image we've had of Jade Cargill as well. Like, legitimately. Yeah, I'll keep that just to keep them separate, and we'll use another image for Papa Shango. Of course, we've got the Godfather. We've got the we don't have the Good Father yet. We've got the Godfather. We've got oh my god, the fighting machine. Is it Kama? Oh my goodness, that is actually terrible. I should very much know. I think it's Kama. Did we have a Saturday Night Main Event Godfather beforehand? That seems very familiar. I think that image actually looks better than this one. I think we might keep with that one. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, so we can change the Bret Hart to a less ridiculous image. Just leave a little bit of time for the joke there. Oh yes, we need to level up our ladder as well. Now, here's an interesting thing. Does it still do the thing when if you use an old image? No, it seems to have fixed that now. Because at one time when you used an old image, it would take over this entire back area. And it doesn't seem to do that anymore, so that's very, very cool. I think I am tempted to go with the Edge set of ladders. That's interesting. Let's take a quick look at support in general. Yeah, so you can use any image now without having to like cut off the top area. So what happens, does this still have the ridiculous light on the back of it? Unfortunately does, yes. And same with this one, the shine coming in from the side, yeah. That's what I expected. I think I'm going to stick with this one as well. I think that one's, again, the nicest new version. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Let's level up our Papa Shango, and we'll see. What his stats are. So Papa Shango as a single has 144.5 thousand speed, 158.4 thousand in charisma, 163.1 thousand in toughness, and 177.9 thousand in power, which does eclipse our Bravo, but does not surpass our Ricky Saint, not yet. But I think the Pro Papa Shango might overtake our Ricky Saints. Let's go ahead and level up the other one as well, or level up as best as we currently can. We do have some Eon cards that are unlocked, which is good. Okay, so it's now time for us to start using the enhancements. That's what we have them for. That's what we save them up for. Okay, so that's not enough. That one is. And we need to level up our Jade Cargos as well. I mean, this is what we were saving them for, so this is the time to use them. And we'll level up this one as well. Unfortunately, these enhancements are no longer quite as impressive any longer when the new tier drops. Game, please. Thank you. Sometimes the game needs to be shouted at. Okay, there we go. And the next thing that I'm looking forward to is getting the battle pass of the People's Champion The Rock, which I'll probably make into its own video. But for the time being, there we are. So there's the stats of Jade Cargill. She has 152.4 thousand in toughness, 153.8 thousand in speed, 159.8 thousand in charisma, and 177.9 thousand in power. So it seems that Papa Shango is only a tiny bit better purely because of his toughness. His speed is obviously significantly lower, but Jade Cargill has the same amount of power, 177.9 thousand, and Jade Cargill has a little bit higher charisma, but although Papa Shango has 144.5 thousand in speed, Jade Cargill's next highest stat is only 159,000, whereas Papa Shango's is 163,000, which is toughness, which is why Papa Shango is slightly higher than the Saturday Night Main Event Jade Cargill. It's also nice how they keep the old school version this kind of image, and then the new Saturday Night Main Events are this brand. You know, that it's not just the same Saturday Night Main Event basis for the card, so I think that's pretty cool that they're doing that as well. And okay, so I think that is now going to be it for this little video, folks. I am going to try and get myself up to prize tier. Once we get to prize tier, I am going to fusion? Really? Is there already fusion cards for prize tier? Oh my goodness, there is. I didn't even realise that. So we can get prize cards of Rusev, Brock Lesnar, Obafemi, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Trish Stratus, and Carmen Petrovic. So yes, we will indeed fuse that. What are these other ones? So we've got Ignition, Sami Zayn, Robert Roode. I can't even read that name. My eyes are blurred at the moment. That is Cale Dixon. That is Andre Chase, Lola Vice, and Kiana James. Did I see that last one? Is that Ura Connors? Presumably someone from NXT, because I am not aware of who they are. And then we've got Miles Bourne, Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, Devon Dudley, Bubba Ray, Zarya, and Michin. I think we're going to just start all of these fusions. I mean, this is the time to use these. Okay, there we go. We've got some fusions started. Those are going to be exciting. Very, very cool indeed. Yeah, okay. Okay, we've got some fusions started. I didn't even realise that there were fusions available. That's absolutely crazy. But once we get onto prize tier, I'm going to craft the Roman Reigns card because he looks absolutely fantastic. He's like a brawling buddy, like the British Bulldog one is here. And apparently the ones with the little, I think they're called big shots now, but brawling buddies is what I knew them as. I never had any, but they certainly were around long before these big shot things were. And apparently these ones are the rarer ones, the ones that have the actual special image, because a lot of them are just, you know, the regular character like this. So that is very cool. Okay, well, that is our first actual video of the brand new Season 12. There will be another video going up once I get the Battle Pass, and then from there I'm going to do a little bit more campaign mode. We're going to try and get through the Battle Pass as quickly as we can, try and get that pro of the final boss, the People's Champion, The Rock, and we're going to try and pro up all of these cards, the brand new prize cards that we just used all of our tokens on. And we're going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. We also have the Drew McIntyre quest up here that gives you the Ignition Drew McIntyre, and you do that by playing 50, event mode or Money in the Bank, winning a match with Drew McIntyre 25 times, using your super move 25 times, acquiring 50 Fearless tokens, and resetting the draft board 30 times as well. So that's what we're trying to do there. And of course, once we get to 75 tokens, I'm probably going to use it to get an Adventurer card, because if you look at the Adventurer cards, 2 stats are 90,000, 1 is 80, 1 is 70, and the Nikki Bella, she has 2 stats that are 50 and 2 stats that are 60,000. So the Adventurer cards just seem a lot better. I mean, the idea is that you can make a pro Nikki Bella, but I think I would rather just have more Adventure cards and just try and get up to Adventure tier as quickly as possible, and then worry about the Nikki Bella a bit later on if I even so care about such a thing. So with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know how you guys are enjoying Season 12. I just finished an 1.5 hour long live stream, as well as doing this half-hour video, so I have been playing for about 2 hours now, and I've got significantly more that I need to do, going through campaign mode, playing a whole bunch of Super Showdown. I'll also make a... I now know how to play Crack the Case. I did 2 of them on stream, but the max purchase has been reached. So in 21 hours and 47 minutes, tomorrow I will be doing the next tutorial video showing you all how to do Crack the Case. And that will be very cool, so that you can get all the rewards from that. I've heard a few people already say that they don't know how it works and it's very confusing to them. And in campaign mode, on the live stream, we completed the first boss, we beat Rusev, and we're going to work towards doing the rest of that and trying to get, let me just show you what the rewards are. The first reward is the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, who is a prize card. And then, of course, if we complete the entire one, we get the Gunter, the Ring General himself. So with that said, folks, that is now going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.